Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your ear for just one moment because it's a big celebration. It's a big celebration today. And do you know why? Well, let's see. A new record high for the stock market. Yes, can you believe it? The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. Yet again, new record highs. But you see, just for a moment, look at the video I did this morning, my pre-market report. I explained to you how the setup was just lovely. And I said, well, maybe we'll get new record highs today. Duh. People, look, you can't make this stuff up. It just won't stop. The market is obviously relentless. You can throw anything at this market at this point. Doesn't matter. Shut down the economy on a global level. And the market will continue higher. And these are the things that we can look forward to. And you know, again, no surprise. I explained to all of you from a very long time ago that the market would continue higher as the economy free falls. And this dynamic is firmly entrenched right now. Okay, so on the back of a new record high today for the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, the Dow also put on some gains, nothing major, higher nonetheless. Are you watching crude oil? Now, I don't know how many of you have been following this blog here, but several weeks ago, I said we're going to get a big move higher in crude oil, and it could be profound. But I had no idea that we were going to see what we have seen over the last 2 days. Like 9% gain with regard to crude oil in 2 days. No, I couldn't have called that, although I did call the gain here, and it's going up. Understand, there is no top right now, and I still believe that the Wall Street investment banks who have a target of $100 on crude, I think they're right. In that respect, I agree with these institutions. I hate to say it, but I think they understand what's going on around us. It's pretty incredible. Gold and silver today. Gold about flat. Silver ended up putting on a decent gain today. Now, cryptocurrencies are doing something lovely in my view. In my view, they're doing exactly what we need to see right here. What am I talking about? An epic run higher every day. Higher, 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 higher. I kept telling you. Well, today, cryptos fell under a little pressure. I want to see some consolidation here or maybe even a little sell-off here. Okay, that would be a setup for, boom, another leg higher. Count on it. What else is going on here? Dollar about flat today. You know, that's where we stand. And with regard to the Federal Reserve, we did hear, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. But apparently, and I'm reading this here, Goldman Sachs, you know, the Wall Street super bank, they believe that the Fed, there's a high probability that the Fed will begin to taper in November. Now, again, I'm going to say it again. I don't care what that crap hole institution says, okay? They lied to us before, really, many times. Remember last time how they were stopping quantitative easing? It never stopped. Ever. We've had constant quantitative easing since the meltdown here of 2008. They said they stopped QE. They never stopped. They will not stop now. And we know what to look for, people. And I promise to keep you ahead of that curve. I'm going to let you know what the market is saying, not what's coming out of its mouth. The decrepit, vile, criminal organization known as the Federal Reserve, for which not one single one of our very caring representatives will drag that thing, I'm referring to Yellowstone Powell, before a committee and ask him what the hell he's really doing. They all know. You understand? They're all bought and paid for. We don't have a government here. anymore. It's a one-party system. I've been telling you this for the longest time. They all work for the Federal Reserve. They're getting well taken care of, I can promise you that. While the American people get eliminated on a massive scale. I'm talking about the middle class. Anyway, speaking of the middle class getting erased, so here's the economic news. Well, we got more today. And it's bad. It's just bad again. Ooh. Well, doesn't that correlate with a new record high for the S&P 500, the NASDAQ? I guess it does. Here we go. So new home prices again hit new record highs. But sales of new homes hit a 14-month low. Isn't that just lovely? I think it is too. Look, you know everything I'm telling you before it happens. Are you surprised about this news here with regard to new home prices, being at a new record high and sales being at a 14-month low? Does that shock you in any way, shape, or form? I don't think it does, because you know exactly what's going on here. Our economy is shrinking people at an accelerated pace, and that pace of acceleration is going to gain. Again, as a percentage of GDP, it's over. We're done. And the debt hyper bubble continues to be fueled. Now, let's just have a little fun, you and me, for a moment. Okay, can we do that? Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's just throw it out here, that the Federal Reserve really does do some kind of taper coming in November, according to Goldman Sachs here. There's a high probability of that. Okay. Now, let's say they actually do this. What does it mean? Does this mean that they're not going to be buying historic amounts of assets, that it's just going to stop? How about no? Okay? They're going to continue to buy tens upon tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars in assets every single month. So I don't really know what people are expecting here. It's not going to really change a damn thing. Not for the market. Again, the market's going to look at the same things that you and I are going to be looking at. 10-year yield, dollar, crude oil, and the Fed's balance sheet. Those are the keys to this market. Nothing else matters, people. Earnings, guidance, whatever. It don't matter when you have this kind of mechanism here. And it's not just here in the United States. You all know that. This is a phenomenon that is going on around the world with central banks, the IMF. It's about debt. They can't stop. Once you understand that the debt-based system demands that debt be borrowed into existence in greater and greater amounts just to sustain where we are. I mean, henceforth, why, our debt to GDP ratio here in the United States is out of freaking control. And it's going to get much, much worse. Anyway, you all know that, people. And understanding the things that I cover with you every day should just allow you to understand how important it is to do something, to take action, to not just sit here and listen to Greg just spew this nonsense out of his mouth. I want you to take this stuff to heart and think about what it means for you, what it means for your family, what it means for us as a people too. What do I always say? We're all responsible for each other. We got to care about each other. We got to pay it forward. Could you imagine, seriously, if the world would adopt that kind of an attitude instead of, these people hating these people and the anti-vaxxers hating the vaxxers and these people hating these other people? It's all the divide and conquer mechanism, seriously. And it's all about control. Nothing in this environment, and I really mean that, nothing is what it seems. Anybody who's taking this at face value is completely lost. They don't have the slightest idea of what is going on around them. With regard to the wealth transfer effect, the elimination of the middle class deliberate act, the inflating of debt here on unimaginable scale. And we have, again, not even seen anything, in my view, as to this. Look at what's going on here. Like I always tell you, you got the well-off people, the rich, the super rich. They could not be doing better here. This is the golden age for those type of people. Everybody else, well, the people at the lower rung, they're done already. But the middle, whoever's left in that middle band, they're just getting squeezed to death. They're getting pushed down through the bottom, just like I said would happen from a very long time ago. But again, understanding these things makes it easy for us. We know the market's going up. Period. We know where the value lies, and that would be in suppressed assets. Right now, the environment is risk on. When you have a risk on environment, cash makes its way into the stock market. Risk on will turn risk off. It's just a matter of when, and I'm not in that business. I am not in the business of picking market tops or market bottoms. Anyone who tries to be in that business is going to lose. I'm going to tell you right now. All right, I'm in the business of writing trends. I'm in the business of putting data together and sharing it all with you so we can all win. You understand? I think you got it. All right, look, I'm going to end this video now. People, please, please, please share this video. Get it out there. And I'm counting on you. And I'll see you in the morning. And it's going to be just as fun and lovely as right now.